I've been on team for 23 years this year. It's been a long time, and I've raised quite a few worship leaders through the years. One of my favorites has been James Bobby Damey.
So I remember him coming down and interviewing him. I just remember thinking he was really young. Not only did he look young, but he's a little shorter than I am. So he just seemed so innocent and sweet.
His family was so young. I think April was pushing a baby carriage and had their kids were small. And I remember thinking, James, I don't think he's old enough to do this. I mean, I joke with him now, but I say, I think we hired you when you were 12.
Quickly we learned just how gifted that he was and is, and his ability and experience to be able to lead worship and move us ahead in his vision and his heart for that worship experience.
I was one that avoided the music. I was there to watch the message or listen to the message. But James and his team really drew me in. Rather than skipping the worship part of it and coming in late, I'm always there for the beginning of the worship music, and I owe that to James.
And I just remember being pretty blown away of how the sound was. Just that sound that Galen has referred to, that you know when you walk in, you know it's like a James Damey production, you know it's James Damey. It was super powerful for me and my wife just walking in and getting used to this church.
He was running hard after God's heart, and you could see that every time. And that's really what won us over, I think, in choosing him.
14 years, that's a long time. That takes endurance, that takes flexibility, that takes listening. He has grown, so much. To be able to go from where we were to where we are now is dramatic change.
So he worked hard on changing systems to put things in place, to create a sound that is, I think, uniquely ours, to the point that my son was home from college and commented that he had heard a worship song and it sounded weird because James wasn't singing it. And you just forget, there's artists out there that sing that, but I don't know, sometimes I think James does a little better.
There's times that I'll hear a song in worship and then I'll hear it on the radio and I'll think, I like how James does it better. There's just something about it that he'll take a piece and just make it his own.
They can take a different group, and this is one of the things that James does really well. There's like 4 or 5 acoustic guitars, 4 or 5 drummers, 4 or 5 lead guitars, keyboard, all that. And then have a different mix each week and still have the same sound. You know, to do that on a weekly basis and to keep the quality where he has kept it, that blows my mind. I don't know how he does it. That's really the brilliance of that team, or the lead team concept that he set up. It's served him well, it's served Cheyenne Hills well.
That is probably the biggest asset that Damey has, is adaptability and the ability to learn and absorb the environment and realize what needed to go on. And his growth has been amazing to watch, and I'm proud of him.
When he came on, it was Bob Damey, and I think he's still in my phone as Bob Damey. At some point in there, he changed his name to James, and I heard him tell this story one time, and he's got a story that was really endeared me to him. I heard some of his wounds of his life, and I think it was not too long after that he changed his name to James, and I think that was a part of it. He just felt like he had some healing that went on in his soul, and I could see a change in him. It was probably 4 or 5 years into his ministry here, and he's continued, in my opinion, to lean into understanding the wounds of our past and overcoming those, and he's helped other people as well.
I think he took the talents he was given and just exploded with them. I'm gonna miss his voice on the weekends. His laughter, I don't know if everybody knows what a good sense of humor he has, but he is hilarious. We've walked a lot of roads together.
James Damey is like the Peyton Manning of our team. He expects big things from you. It makes you want to be a better volunteer, it makes you want to be a better coworker because he raises the bar. And so, yeah, he's like the Peyton Manning of Cheyenne Hills.
My first experience in leadership with James was the Crucible Project. which I worked pretty close with James on that, got to know him really well through the Crucible Project, and got to see how authentic of a guy he really was. And it's one of the things I really appreciate about James. He's an authentic person.
First of all, what I'm going to miss about James the most is being able to work with my friend every day. You know, we're a family. Seeing that is like watching our brother maybe move away from home in some ways, and it's really exciting for him, but yet it stings because we won't be the same. It'll be different, and so I will definitely miss that and miss having him a part of our day-to-day family.
Hey James, just wanted to say it's really been fun working with you these last 5 years. You truly are a professional, and I know we're going to miss you around here. I'll especially miss you. And I hope you come back and help me paint that barn again, because it needs painted 2 more times. So, but good luck in what you do, and Godspeed.
James, gonna miss you. Oh, my brother in Christ. It's been a joy working with you, and I can't wait to see where you go next and how I can help you get there.
James, I wish you all the best, man, and wherever you go next, I just hope you maintain your standards the same way you maintain that hair of yours.
James, you have been such a joy to work with. I am going to miss your laughter. I'm going to miss your quality for excellence. But most of all, I'm just going to miss your day-to-day friendship, and just pray God's blessings over you as you move into this next venture. You always are home here at Cheyenne Hills, and you are always a part of our family.
Damey, there's one thing I've always wanted to tell you, and I want to take this opportunity to let you know that all these years, every single casserole, every single dish, pie, cake, anything I've ever made you had sour cream in it.
Well, James, I've seen you grow so much from that first day that you walked into the Cheyenne Hills Church, and you become a true brother in Christ for me, and I couldn't be more proud of you, or what you've done, what you've accomplished, how you've built into people. You've left your mark on all of us, and I'm going to miss you. I wish you all the best. I can't wait till you get that next lane that you're running in where God's leading you. God bless you, brother. I'm really proud of you.